Welcome back. So we have the code that we looked at in the last video. So let's execute. So I'm gonna put let's say blue. Okay. Okay. So user color is blue. It's a string. So we have the quotes, and so we will convert that into lowercase. Okay. So notice it's the same thing, but better yet, let me do it again. But this time I'm gonna make the blue um, capital blue. Let's say blue. Okay, just to show you what actually happens in the conversion. So notice, do it again. I convert the value in the user color variable to lowercase. Okay, so now all I have to do is check for lowercase blue. Okay, so I am Python will check line 9 and to say, okay, it says, is this value in this variable red? Well, no, it has blue. So Python will know it's false. So it will go to the next conditional, which happens to be on line 11. So it will check, okay, is it green? Well, no, so it's false. So it will skip, right? So the code that is on line 12 will not be executed because the condition is false. So now we go next, and this is line 13. Is it true? Yes, it's true. So we will execute line 14. Okay, so let's visualize again. This time I will enter orange. Okay, okay, all right. It's not red, it's not green. Is it blue? No, it's not blue. So because Python has run out of options, the program simply ends, right? Of course, it ends because there is no more code that we can execute. There's nothing else we can do. So notice that you do not need to put an else block, right? You don't have to put else. All right. Now, if you decide, you know what? If the person enters a color that is not red or green or blue, I want to tell them a message anyway. Okay. So let's do that. Um, let's catch everything else by saying else. Else, I want to print um, mm, you are so cool. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this works now. Okay. So let's enter pink. Okay. So it's turned to lowercase. It's not red. It's not green. And it's not blue. So if it's not blue, Python will go and execute whatever is in the else. Okay? And so you're gonna get you are so cool. Now remember, this else will only be executed if all these conditions fail. Okay? Then it will do this else. Alright? So this else is like the catch-all. In the event that all of these fail, then do what is on line 16. Okay, so that is how we use or do multiple choices and multiple checks in our code. Now let me add, you can have as many elifs as is needed to complete your requirements. So if your program is supposed to check for 10 different things, then you might end up with one if, and 9 elifs, or 8 elifs and an else. Okay, so you must have an if. The elifs are optional, meaning that you only put them if you have multiple choices. And also the else is optional. You don't have to have an else. So you don't have to have an else, you don't have to have an elif. You only put them there if you ever need them. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Great. So in the next video, we will look at the case where we want to have a list of ifs. Okay, and we'll see that there's a case where we need to have only ifs. Okay, where we don't have any elifs and we don't have any else. All we have is a bunch of if statements, and so we say that's how we are chaining or having multiple if statements. All right, so I'll see you in the next video where we will discuss that and see the case where we might need it.